Welcome back to
This, That, and Chit Chat. A podcast.
That's Strictly Entertaining.
Boy, do we have a show in store for you. I hope.
I think we do.
Yeah.
Let's start with the most important news.
Jason Kelce.
Jason Kelce. This
is breaking. This is probably the first time we've tomorrow it'll be old news. But, for us, it's pretty breaking.
That's true.
So, breaking news, Jason Kelce officially retiring.
Which frees up his schedule to come on the pod.
That was it. 100% my first thought as well.
Wow. Yeah. He was so sad.
Oh, I didn't see anything.
You didn't watch any of the clips?
No, I just saw. Okay.
Oh, he did a whole thing about how his relationship with Travis. He talked about meeting his wife. He talked about all the important people in the Eagles for him. He sobbed through the whole thing.
Of course he did, because he's
a sweetie boy.
The best man on earth.
Yeah.
So, Jason, if you want to come on the pod and talk about what you're going to do post-football career,
we're open.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
DMs are open. I don't have any other news.
Reality recap?
Oh, my gosh. I watched it.
Me too.
What a dweeb.
Guys. We are watching Survivor.
We are.
We heard the complaints that we stopped reviewing it.
Correct.
It seems to be the show that most people wanted to hear about, so we are watching.
Yeah.
And what's his name?
Jelinski.
Jelinski.
What a legend.
What an idiot.
He kept talking about, this is where legends
He was
are
like,
made.
if I get her to go home on week 1 without a vote, that goes down in the history books. I'm like, in what world, my man?
Yeah.
He was dumb. He was weak. He was lazy.
It was hysterical. Everything that happened, he folded.
I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And why is everyone was like, I think he's better if we keep him around. I'm like, for what?
Yeah, I get that he's strong for the physical challenges and not going to, but
the minute something's hard, he gives up.
I also with that brains and brawn, no, savvy and strength.
Yeah.
The strength challenge. Was there anything there that said they couldn't plug the holes?
No.
I was like, why are you guys... You can use savvy here.
Yeah.
Why are you being so dumb?
Also, he gave up so quickly on that one.
So quickly.
I get
and
your
then
time.
Why did you throw the glass in the sand?
Oh my goodness. When he chucked it, I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And his teammate is like, we don't give up. And he's like, same. And then in tribal council, he's like, I'm like him. We never give up. And Jeff's like, except for this and that and this and that. And he's like, well, yes. But other than that, I give 100%.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
Well, and I think going into it, at least they made it seem like going into tribal council, some people were going to vote for the other chick.
Yeah.
But at tribal council, it was like, nah.
He really shot himself in the foot.
Got to go. Yeah.
Yeah, he was so weird and so confident. And I'm like, how have you not looked over the last 3 days and realized that maybe you have nothing to add?
Yeah.
And when he folded so quickly in that weird card game when they went on the journey, and he was like, you're right, I lied.
I know. I don't know. I'm like, he didn't even play that well, because there's a way you could play that to to your advantage. If it were me, I was thinking, right, when you get there and they're like, hey, we're going to play a game. Mm-hmm. And before you even start the game, you go, okay, guys, let's just all agree that 2 of us can benefit here and 1 of us can lose.
Yeah.
Let's all go home and lie and say that we risked it. They don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
So let's make up some story. We lost our vote, and
then we'll be a core 3 when we make it.
You guys will actually have extra votes.
Yeah.
And if we all stick together on this, nobody has to know. Right? There's a way you could have played that. And then the other thing is, even if you played it as is, why did you go back and not make up a story for your tribe? Why did you tell them how dumb you were?
He's the dumbest boy in school.
No, dumbest. So
dumb.
When they were talking about voting off the chick, just because she didn't have a formed strategy, I was like...
I mean, she also during... I think her name's Jess. Mm-hmm. I was indifferent to her, right? She hadn't done anything.
Yeah.
But then she was like, sorry, I can't even talk. And hamming up that she was not mentally there. I was like, okay, maybe don't emphasize that.
Yeah, I agree. I thought the same thing.
But, oh well.
But, I don't know. It seemed very clear to me that Jelinski needed to go.
100%.
Yeah. Anyway, great. Yeah. I'm so glad we're watching.
Yeah.
Lauren watched with me. I wasn't expecting that. And she watched the whole thing. I was like, hey, don't you need to go take a shower? We were like getting ready to go, and she's like, after this. So like she liked it. Okay. Right? Like, so I think it'll be easy to watch.
This is mostly for Dallin and Tyler.
who constantly complain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, this was not a reality TV podcast, but we'll bring it back.
But we are watching this season.
Also, for people watching The Bachelor, we're at Hometowns this week. This episode will come out after Hometowns. It's airing tonight.
Right.
I'm pretty happy with the final four, except for Psycho Maria. Maria needs to go. She's a pain.
That's the producer pick.
Yeah. But I love Daisy, and I think her name's Rachel. Anyway, and I still love the dumbest boy in school, Joey. That Bachelor. He's so cute, but so dumb. And that's our reality recap.
Thanks for listening.
Should we go into our topic for the day?
I have a piece of advice that I need, actually. Soliciting help from the listeners. I thought to myself, hey, we're doing an advice podcast. What advice can I ask for?
Okay.
Here's my advice. My 1 year anniversary is coming up. What should I get my wife?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Submit your
recommendations.
Yeah, on the pod, on the Spotify. Yeah. What should I get her? What's a good anniversary gift?
What's the anniversary for 1 year? Is it like paper?
What?
Each year has a thing.
It's paper, right?
I don't know.
I think it is.
Oh, okay.
I think it is based on New Girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is something paper you can get?
I don't know. I don't subscribe to that stuff. Maybe.
But you could.
I could.
What do you mean you don't subscribe? How many times have you been married?
Well, fair, but
it sounds like you could start.
Yeah. All right.
Get her.
Yeah, if you can think of paper stuff, I was more thinking like, what kind of jewelry should I get her? But or if you have other suggestions,
do you guys still have your wedding cake to eat? Did you do that? Okay.
Yeah, I'm stoked about that. Oh. That's like the only
tradition,
wedding tradition, aside from like the dances. Is that right? Yeah, that I really like. I don't know why. It just seems fun that like you eat your cake.
Yeah.
Because I think cutting the cake is stupid.
It's a little interesting.
But like eating the cake a year later, I think is fun. Like, let's eat this like freezer burnt, like faded cake
to show we've made it.
Yeah,
love that.
1 year.
All right, everyone.
Thanks for your submissions. It's time for us to give you advice.
Yeah. Okay. I have the question, so I'm going to ask them, and then we'll both go through. Cool.
Do you not want advice from people?
No, not from our listeners. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, guys. I go to most of you for advice off the pod.
You know what I keep thinking about?
What?
How unenthused both you and Zach were last week when I brought up Beyonce. I imagined that going very differently.
Why?
Everyone loves Beyonce.
I think she's fine. I've never once been like, let's sit and talk about her. And like you picked me and Zach. Also, you said, can we talk about Beyonce? As if we were all on the same page. As if her songs didn't come out weeks ago.
Yeah, but they came out weeks ago? They came out at the Grammys, right?
Yeah, Super Bowl time. We had episodes. It just felt random. And you've never once mentioned Beyonce in our 4 years of friendship.
Yeah, that's true, because I don't care about her except her country songs.
So, yeah.
But most people love Beyonce, so I just thought it would go differently. Anyway.
I'm sorry.
No.
Next guest, you should bring it up again and see if you get a better reaction.
Should that be one of our 3 questions?
Yeah. Can we talk about Beyonce?
I did get really good feedback.
Everyone loves Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have had him on sooner.
Sorry, Zach.
Biggest regret of my life.
You knew, and we didn't. I apologize, my friend. I saw Zach more last week than I've seen him in months. It was a good week. We were both excited about it. Okay. Settle it once and for all. Does toilet paper hang from the back or the front?
The front.
What does that mean?
So like
it goes over.
It goes over.
100%.
Yeah.
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 I think this was from my roommates because we had this debate in my house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who hangs it backwards?
Jessica. And she says, I'm indifferent. It doesn't matter. I don't even think about it. But she puts it on the same way every time.
The only reason... So I've heard, right, with kids or with if you have like a dog that goes into the bathroom or like a cat.
Yeah.
Because if you spin it, then it won't. But if it's draped over the front and you spin it, it'll unspool. But if it's draped over the back and you spin it, it'll just spin.
Oh.
So that's the only reason I can see doing it backwards.
Okay. We don't have pets.
Kids or cats.
Yeah, that's fine. So we both think it goes over.
Yeah, for sure.
Next one. Should I start referring to myself as the big cheese?
Is that from Zachary?
We don't get to know. These are all anonymous.
Oh.
I need to know more about your personality.
Yeah, I agree. It's unfortunate this is anonymous. Because if this is like, if this is Allison, I would say no. I'd say probably not.
But if this is Alan, I'd say 100%.
Alan, especially going to Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big cheese.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself as that every time you meet someone.
My name is Alan, but my friends call me the big cheese.
So yeah, let us know.
Yeah,
who you are.
Here's the thing. If you're thinking about a name change, test it out. I was thinking about going by Doug a lot. I've thought about it over the years. I've tried it out in different forums. Didn't like it, so I didn't do it.
I'm sorry. I will never call you Doug.
That's fine.
That's a wild choice.
Yeah. I didn't like it, so I didn't do it. Yeah.
Interesting. I had a friend growing up who one day was like, I'm going to go by Teresa. That wasn't her name. I don't know if she wants me to out her. And so I called her Teresa the next day, and she goes, I'm not Teresa anymore.
How old was she?
8, 9.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
But like Teresa.
Good on you for just like, like,
supportive.
hey, this is what I'm called now. And you're like, cool.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was more trying to call her bluff. But, but like.
Let's see how long this lasts, you idiot.
Who went by Teresa of all names?
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Good for her.
Is Apple One worth it?
Apple One? Yeah.
That's what you have, right?
Right. I have it on a family plan, though, so I share with 5 other people, and yes, it's worth it.
Okay.
Paying for it on your own, I don't know. Depends on how many Apple services you use.
Okay.
Because I love Apple TV. I think Apple TV is absolutely worth it. And if you also, are going to use the storage and use the news
Do you
and
use Apple Music?
No.
Oh.
I basically have Apple One because it's cheaper than paying for Apple TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I share it with so many people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm also realizing a lot of these aren't advice per usual. It's just questions.
Just questions. But hey.
Some of them are advice.
No, but these are good questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What vegetable should I try to grow in my garden this year? Corn.
Yes. Yes.
And if this is Kirsten, who I think it is, I think she can do it. I think go for corn. You can have corn on the cob.
Dude, how cool would it be to grow corn in your garden too?
So cool.
So cool.
I think that's what she should go for. Or they. I don't know who this is.
Yeah. Corn or pumpkins.
Oh, I hear pumpkins are so easy.
Yeah.
If you put a rotten pumpkin in your backyard, you'll have a whole patch by the next year.
And figure out, it'd be cool to figure out how to grow, a big pumpkin.
Like Charlie Brown size?
Yeah.
He has a pumpkin thing, right?
Yeah, it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, right?
I don't know. I've never seen it, but I think that's a thing.
That's his Halloween episode, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, corn or pumpkins?
Yeah.
You decide. Any recommendations for places to go thrifting in Northern Virginia?
No.
You're asking the 2 wrong people for that.
Yeah, I thrifted in high school. Thrifted in college a bit. I've been to one. No, I do know where to go. It's what's it called? The
Unique?
place. Yeah, Unique.
Well, I said that to some thrifters the other day, and they shot me down so fast.
Dude.
They were like, you should come thrifting with us. And I was like, it's not really my jam. One, because realizing someone else has worn those clothes.
Sure. Yeah.
I have to have hand sanitizer. Also, I'm over here scrounging for something that potentially might. No.
Yeah.
I need to know exactly where to go.
Right.
I go once every year, and it's for my Halloween costume.
Yeah.
For whatever piece I need to get for my Halloween costume. But I was like, oh, I live right by Unique. Now you all know where I live. But anyway. And they were like, ew. That's garbage. So supposedly,
Where do they shop?
Goodwill in Annandale.
As if Goodwill is nicer than Unique.
That's what I've heard. It's what I've heard.
Please.
So no, you're asking 2 people who don't thrift.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I have nothing else to add. This one though, we do know. What should I get from Taco Bell?
Dude, the Crispinata. I'm converted.
I still haven't had it.
It is so good.
Okay.
I get it every time I go now.
Okay.
Yeah. Aside from breakfast.
What's your go-to order?
Right now?
Old Faithful.
The Crunchwrap. Crunchwrap.
Just one Crunchwrap?
Yeah, Crunchwrap box.
Okay.
Yeah. So Crunchwrap and then like a beefy 5-layer burrito, nachos, and a drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do that, but instead of the Crunchwrap, I do the chalupa. Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
What is the right way to set a table? Like, I'm assuming in terms of utensils. I grew up fork on the left side, knife, spoon on the right side.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. We didn't really set the table growing up, so.
What does that mean?
Most of the time,
like you served and got your utensils in the kitchen?
Yeah, most of the time
okay.
it was like buffet style.
Oh, okay.
And if it wasn't, like if it was Sunday dinner, like there wasn't like a set way to, you just like put out some plates and forks and, however it was.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you guys have set places at the table growing up?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, we didn't do that either. Though, actually, as we got older, my sister liked to sit at the head of the table.
Mikkel,
Yeah.
That's the energy I like to see.
Yeah.
Which parent didn't sit at the head of the table?
We had a big table, so only one person sat at the head of the table. Because we had like an 8-person table. We entertained.
Okay.
Yeah.
We entertained.
Yeah.
Okay, you had an 8-person table, but you guys didn't sit at... You all squished to one side?
Yeah. We liked being close.
That is the most Belknap thing I've ever heard.
Wait, what? If you had an 8-person table, you'd sit like one person at the head,
I don't
one person at the
know.
other head, and 2 people in the middle?
I mean, I don't know. But that's just like such a cute Belknap thing.
I appreciate that.
So 2 were on one side, 1 on the other, and Mikkel at the head?
Yeah.
Were your parents next to each other?
As we got older, yes, because my parents started sharing a drink. We would set out 3 glasses. They're so weird. They still do it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because they want to be close to each other?
I don't know. Or like, I don't know if it was like to save on dishwashing or just like, what happened one day? They're like, oh, we only have 3 glasses. And then they're like, I kind of like that. Let's keep doing it. I don't know.
Interesting.
But yeah, when I got home from my mission, all of a sudden it was like, Mom and Dad share a glass.
It was like, DJ, put the extra cup away.
Yeah. Why'd you get out 4?
You idiot.
We only need 3 cups.
There were only 3 of us are drinking tonight. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So you didn't have set places or set table settings.
Yeah. In my mind, though, I would say fork on the right, knife on the left.
Where is your spoon?
Why are you putting out a spoon? How often do you have soup at dinner?
Hold the phone. You only use spoons for soup?
What else would you use a spoon for?
The majority of foods you can use the spoon for.
No. No. What?
We had a spoon out every night. Even if it wasn't used, you put it out and then you could just put it away at the end of dinner.
First of all, I have qualms with that. Like, you've gotten the spoon out, touched it with your grubby hands, and then you're just putting it back as if
no, if
nothing
it's been
happened.
touched or used, then you wash it.
Yeah.
But it just...
No. What?
You're going to tell me you guys...
From like...
You're going to tell me you didn't use napkins either unless it was necessary? Like, you didn't have napkins out ready?
Depends on the day. Most of the time it's paper towels, I think.
Oh, yeah, same.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not using
But,
cloth.
we didn't, break off individual... We just had the roll there, and if you needed it, you just...
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, oh, crap.
Spoons.
What was my question? Oh, yeah. Aside from soup, chili, what else do you eat with a spoon?
Mashed potatoes.
I guess. How often did you have mashed potatoes,
A lot growing up.
Okay, all right.
We would get... My mom would go on Mondays to Costco and get a rotisserie chicken, and we'd have rotisserie chicken and mashed potatoes.
That's a good meal.
And canned green beans.
I still think most of the time, though, I'd eat mashed potatoes because part of the beauty of mashed potatoes is eating them with the chicken. So I still think I'd eat it with the fork most of the time.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Cereal?
Sure, but I'm not having that at dinner. Do you set the table for breakfast, too?
If we're eating together.
You guys ate breakfast together?
Like on the weekends.
That's so cute.
You didn't do that?
Like, almost never.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially on, Sunday mornings, if we had later church, we would eat, eggs and toast.
No, breakfast was, the one meal where it was just, come down in the morning.
Yeah.
And grab
that was,
breakfast.
especially during the week, that's what it was like.
That's
interesting.
super cute.
So you wouldn't use spoons?
No,
I think a spoon is my favorite utensil.
Really?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
I eat most things with a spoon, I would say.
Fascinating.
Yeah. All right. Well, DJ has no opinion on that.
Yeah. So the this, that, and chit chat style guide is
do whatever you want. Doesn't matter.
Knife is definitely on the left. No, you said knife on the right.
No.
Wait, why would you put the fork on the
because
left?
that's what is appropriate. That's how.
But you eat with your right hand, most people. So you have to reach all the way to the other side of your plate?
You actually can change it from hand to hand. You don't have to reach over.
That's fair.
I'm not reaching across my plate to grab the utensil to bring it back. I just pick it up and pass it.
But still, like, why not just make it easy and put it on the right-hand side? Where you're going to be grabbing it anyway.
I don't know. I also think I use a spoon more than I use a knife.
What?
So if anything, we would have nights that there wasn't a knife out.
What?
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Wow. We're learning so much about each other's upbringing. Ooh, this is a real one.
Okay, all right.
2 of my best friends don't get along. What should I do?
Probably nothing. Meaning, like, it's hard to force people to get along.
That's true. I think especially at this phase in life, I assume you're around our age, just hang out with them separately.
Yeah.
Or if it really matters to you, you can let 1 or 2 of, both of them know, like, hey, I want to be able to spend time with both of you. Is there a way that can happen?
Yeah.
Like, if it's never been acknowledged, I think you can be like, hey, it's kind of awkward when we're all together because clearly you don't get along. But.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, if it's like a big group and you guys are often hanging out together and they don't get along, it might be worth addressing. But I think for the most part, just like, let them be.
Okay.
Yeah.
In regards to love.
Oh, yeah.
What's a better approach?
Yeah.
Sit back and wait for love to find you?
No way.
Or actively be on the hunt?
Actively hunt, baby.
Me and DJ are both of the stance of, like, if you want something to happen, or you can't complain if you're not doing anything about it.
Exactly.
In all areas of life, right?
Exactly.
Not just in terms of dating or romance or love, whatever you're saying. So, like, put yourself out there. If you don't feel comfortable asking someone on a date, you don't necessarily have to do that. But be going to parties. Be trying to meet people. Tell people you want to be set up.
Yes.
Like, you're going to have to be a little bit vulnerable and a little bit bold for anything to happen.
Yeah, I don't believe in manifesting, right? But, like, if you tell people that you want to go on dates, there's no magic there. People are just going to tell other people that you want to go on dates, and it might get around, right? Like,
yeah.
I also just feel like if you're sitting back, you're not going to be ready when the opportunity arises. Mm-hmm. But if you're actively looking for it, then even if it's like not what you were expecting, you're still like ready.
Well, and also, I just think that it's a very rare person who gets asked out of the blue with no effort put in their own, right? Like, the rom-com trope of, like, oh, he popped out of nowhere and it happened.
It's like, always when you give up on love that it finds
if you're not looking for it, it shows that's
No,
not true.
I don't think so.
That's not true. So you, again, maybe you aren't bold enough to ask out or to reach out to someone you want to date or anything like that, and that's fine. But be social.
But, like, let me paint an example for you.
Yeah.
You're like, I hate the apps, so I'm not going to be on them. I also, like, culturally it is kind of weird for a girl to ask a guy out. Like, it shouldn't be, but, like, there are, stigmas there, whatever. And so you're like, I kind of just have to sit back and wait. I'm not going to get on the app. Let me paint a picture for you. You put yourself on the app and you swipe occasionally. Someone is also on the app, and a friend of theirs says to them, oh, that girl, I'm interested in her, but, like, I don't know if she's dating. I think she might have a boyfriend. And they're like, I just saw her on the app.
Oh, you're saying in real life people are having this conversation?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Right? Like, guys do talk about girls. Girls, I assume, do talk about guys. And the more you are making it known that you are interested either in a certain person or just in dating in general, the more other people have the opportunity to tell other people.
That's valid. And apps, not my favorite thing.
No.
But you have to be willing to do one of them. So it's either you're on apps or you go to parties or you go to hang out with people you might not know super well to extend your circle. If you were like, I don't like to do any of those things,
well then
he doesn't live in your house. You're not going to find him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm like, you have to be bold in one way or another.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're not meeting new people, you're not going to find love.
Yeah. And I'm speaking from a traditional female standpoint, right? Boys, DJ, speak to that.
Yeah, because I mostly have been speaking to girls. Listen, the best piece of advice I got as a guy was there's almost always someone that you're interested in. Just ask them out.
Really? Is that how it is for guys?
Meaning, like, you might not actively like someone, but, like, I've, like, rarely been a time in my life where there's not someone who, like, piques my interest. Right? And, like, you can kind of play the game and slow play it, or you can just ask them out.
Yeah.
And you'll never know until you ask them out. Right? Because, like, if they say no, then you're not wasting your time pining over them.
Yeah.
Because if they say no now, chances are they were going to say no in 6 months, right? Yeah. Like, if someone is like outright like, oh, I don't want to go out with that person, that rarely changes. But if someone is like, they like you but maybe don't like you, they'll probably say yes. And if that had a chance of changing, it's going to change on a date rather than just like by casually seeing them from time to time. Yeah.
So my advice for male, female, gay, straight, whatever, be bold.
I agree.
And you might, I feel like I live what I preach in terms of being bold.
Dude, you have been so bold the past 3 years.
I try really hard that if I want something, like, sometimes I may look a fool doing it, but you know what? My life has turned out to be more rich because of it. So also, if you guys ever need help risky texting somebody or determining, should I ask them on a date? I am your girl.
Yeah.
DM me, text me. Most of you probably have my number. And I will pump you up.
Yeah.
And I will help craft the text. And if you need me to come over and hit send and then put your phone on do not disturb and we do something else so you don't have to look at your phone, I'm there. I have done it since my freshman year of college, and I will continue doing it till the day I die.
Dude, you're the best.
So yeah, send the risky text.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. When a friend, this is sad. When a friend says it's not worth fighting for your relationship, do you just walk away or do you try to still heal what has been broken?
Like your friendship?
I'm assuming. If a friend is telling you that you and your significant other don't need to fight for it, I don't know what they have to say, but maybe they're right, to be honest. Okay, let's first answer it as if you are saying this. Your friend has said this about you and your significant other. It's not worth trying to fix your romantic relationship.
I mean, here's the thing. If a friend is willing to say that to you, I'd take that as meaningful.
Yeah.
Because friends don't often say stuff like that to friends.
Yeah.
That being said, your relationship is your business.
Yes.
Right? So definitely, right, if a friend is willing to say something to you, like, take that to heart.
Yes, I agree with that. I would say it's scary to say that to a friend.
Yes.
So take note. I would also, though, make sure maybe it's coming from more than one source, right? If you only have one friend who says that and everyone else loves them, then you're like, I don't know if I trust your opinion.
Right.
But I agree with that.
Yeah.
You should make note.
Yeah, absolutely. But secondly, it's your relationship, right? Only you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But be true to yourself. Don't try to force anything.
Yeah. But if it's a friend saying, hey, our friendship is broken and I don't think there's any point trying to fix it, I think you are better just leaving.
Yeah, I would just let it be.
Because that is someone who has made up their mind.
Sure.
And whether they truly feel that or they're I think someone might be able to say that for a dramatic effect, right? Like I could see someone being like, I just don't think there's any hope in us fixing our relationship.
Sure.
Hoping that you like fight for it. But that's also like a level of toxicity you don't need in your life.
I mean, I think if someone has said, I don't think this is worth fighting for, they're probably pretty settled on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really sad.
Sure.
Hopefully hopefully you're okay.
Yeah.
Whoever asked that. I'm sorry that a friend said that to you.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't know. But I would just part ways.
Yeah, I would too.
As someone who's been through painful friend breakups, it just...
You're better, like
you will find a better friend.
You don't need to be with people who don't want to be with you.
Oh, that's a good...
Listen, and I'm passionate about this.
Tell us.
You are worth so much more than the people who like you. Like your self-worth, your inherent worth, I should say, is like incredible. Mm-hmm. Like, and I like truly, genuinely believe this about every person.
Yeah.
There's no reason to spend time with people who don't genuinely care about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should not have to fight for someone to care about you.
Yeah.
And there will definitely be times in your life where priorities are misaligned, but like, you know when someone genuinely cares about you or not.
Right.
And that's not always shown necessarily in like how much time you spend together or things like that, but you know if someone genuinely cares about you. And so this shows to me that whether or not they meant that statement, they maybe don't care about you, and find someone who does, because I'm sure you will find a better friend than that.
Absolutely.
We got serious there, guys.
Whew. Good questions, y'all.
Call us Delilah.
Delilah.
She's on TikTok now.
Really?
Yeah, and people are like...
Just handing out advice?
Yeah. She's just trying to get some money, I think.
How old is she?
She's way younger than I expected.
Oh, really?
She looks like she's still in her like early 50s.
Really?
She surely can't be.
No.
But like...
She's like, that is my earliest memory of the radio.
Yeah.
Is hearing Delilah. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
How do you know if someone is being authentic?
I mean, it's a vibe check. I don't know.
Yeah,
right?
I would say trust your gut.
Yeah. And the reality is, right, like, first impressions are tough. You know, often, like, sometimes I'll meet someone, and the first time I meet them, I'm like, oh, I love that person. And then, like, the second or third time, I'm like, oh, this is a bit. Like, this is an act.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, that can evolve, but I don't know. I don't know how to, like, if they're doing this, they're definitely...
I think it changes. I think it's easy to show different parts of yourself to people, right? Like, I'm definitely more comfortable with my roommates than I am with other friends.
Sure.
And so it might be like, oh, Emily's not as authentic when she's with so-and-so, but that can come down to a level of comfortability. Yeah. But, I say trust your gut.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, I mean, if you see someone... Because everyone, I hate this phrase, because everyone is kind of a chameleon. Mm-hmm. But, like, there are certain people who are, like mimics. They're not just, like, a chameleon. They don't just, like, kind of adapt to the place they're in, but they, like, take on the mannerisms and jokes and way of speaking of the people they're with, right? Rather than just, like, kind of adapt to the people they're with. And that's kind of the biggest trigger to me is like, oh, you just want to be liked.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to trust these things you're saying.
That's true.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
How do I... This is for you, DJ.
Okay.
How do I get a boy to ask me on a date?
Dude, tough one. Again, put yourself out there. Mm-hmm. Right? 2, when you're around boys, and I hate this, but like it's true, like take pride in how you look. I'm not saying like get dolled up and put on makeup, but like, you know, maybe don't go looking like you just, you know, rolled out of bed, you know, like just put some effort in, you know. And I hate that, but it's true, right? I hate saying that out loud, but you know.
If you guys could see the hand movements DJ's doing now, he's very adamant and very.
How do I get boys to ask me out? And then look, flirting goes such a long way. If you just like, just like let a boy know subtly, like if you just say something kind of flirtatious, dude, that's gonna be on that boy's mind. Yeah, and it's like a little brain worm, So that's kind of my 3 tips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough though, because like, at least for me, right? Like, yes, there's a looks aspect, but it was, primarily like personality driven. Do I like this person?
Yeah. Do I want to be around them?
Yes. Do I enjoy talking to this person? Because that is, what it kind of comes down, right? Like, right. If I don't get along with the person, I'm not going to want to spend all my time with them, So, I don't know. 4th tip, like, don't try to put on airs. Just be yourself.
Okay.
Right?
I would add to that, if you feel like you can't ask them out, I would say create situations for you guys to spend time together, maybe in groups.
Sure. And
then, like DJ said, you'll be able to tell if you even want to spend more time with them, and they will be able to tell the same about you.
Yeah.
I think if a guy is like, oh, she invites me to a lot of things.
Yeah.
That might be indicative of something.
Sure. And listen, I don't know how much I believe what I'm about to say, but like, I don't know. I kind of believe in all's fair in love and war, and like, we're so concerned with being grown-ups, but like, I don't know, if you need to get a spy on the inside, right? Like, I don't see any reason not to, right?
I agree.
Like, hey, look, you're friends with him.
interested in me?
I'm friends with him. Is he interested in me?
Yeah. Could that ever happen?
Yeah.
Are they dating?
And like, if you ask that question, chances are they will then bring that up to that person.
That's true.
And whether or not, if at the time they're like, oh, I hadn't thought about it, then it's on their mind. So, I think this whole, like, we're grown-ups, first of all, that in the sense of, like, when you break up with someone, like, don't try to be grown-ups. Just don't see them again. Like, it never
DJ
goes
feels very
well.
strongly about that.
Second of all, have a spy on the inside. I know that feels like middle school, but, like, listen, that's sometimes what it comes down to.
And, sometimes it's a lot less scary to be like, hey, you should feel this out if this is an option for me.
Yeah.
And the other person doesn't maybe feel as put on the spot.
Well, and I feel like I remember doing that with you. I was like, hey, do you hurt? No. I know I've asked people that, and they're like, no, I don't think that would work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a time that you were like, what about, you didn't ask my opinion. You just were like, what about this person? I said, X-nay.
Yeah.
It wasn't Lauren. I said yay to Lauren.
Well, you said, remember when you didn't like her?
Yeah, that's what I said to DJ. DJ did not say that to me. Yeah. I liked Lauren.
Yeah.
Actually, what I said was, have you ever spoken to her? Because
the answer was, not really.
I had never seen them talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fun. Last one. Best day trip in the DC area.
Day trip. I got 2. Number 1 is Annapolis.
That is fun.
Very fun, very pretty.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Gettysburg.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really have ones. I think Annapolis is fun. If you're into nature, Shenandoah.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun.
Super fun.
But it's not a day trip necessarily for us, but like Old Town is so great.
Old Town is great.
And so you could do a couple hours there.
Yeah.
Richmond's not bad depending on what you're doing down there.
Yeah, there's some cool sites down there.
Yeah. So that's what I would say.
Good stuff.
Good. Any other advice you need, DJ?
No, I got it.
Yeah. Tell us what he should buy, Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for real though. Like, I'm racking my brain.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
So, do I need any advice? No.
Okay.
I've got it all figured out.
What about?
Okay.
What about how to like Dune? Do you need advice on that?
Okay,
did you see Dune 2 yet?
No, let me tell you guys about Dune. let me tell you about Dune. Okay, I have to resituate myself.
She's like sitting up straight.
So, years ago,
Sure.
we had a group of people over to my house to watch Dune. DJ was there.
Yeah.
DJ's looking very confused right now, but he was there.
I think it was just you,
No.
or your roommates and me, wasn't it?
And Kirsten and Greg.
Oh, okay.
We all watched it.
Oh, okay.
And we were all sitting there. And I didn't even look at my phone. And I'm always on my phone.
Sure.
But I was focused.
Yeah.
And about halfway through, DJ, who had already seen the movie, left to go to the bathroom.
Sure.
And we all turned to each other and we were like, is anyone enjoying this? Collectively, we were all like, no, this movie sucks. And we were like, does anyone know what's going on? No one knew. Then DJ came back. We paused the movie. We made him explain what the heck was going on.
Yeah.
It was fine. I recently rewatched it.
Sure.
It was better
Right.
because we paused it every 30 minutes to talk about what was going on.
Oh, okay.
Me and my roommate, Jessica.
Sure.
We also read a synopsis beforehand, so we knew what the heck was going on. And we were eating chips and queso, which helped. But it's so long.
Yeah.
And nothing happens in the first one until the last 30 minutes.
Totally disagree.
I know there's stuff that happens. I did enjoy it this past
but the
time.
thing that I like about Dune that is maybe it's not like, I mean, there is on-screen action, but it's like it's the behind the scenes, the politics, right? Like that's what I love about Dune. And yeah.
How do you feel about the sound?
The sound was great.
And that's what everyone loves is the sound.
Dude, no, honestly, for Dune 2, if you don't see it in Dolby or IMAX, like don't see it.
Oh, okay.
Like they have some super deep bass in some scenes that like you can't hear, but it just rumbles your chair.
Oh.
Like if you're not seeing it in Dolby or IMAX, it's just don't go see it.
My issue number 2. How are you going to tell me we're in the future, right?
Sure.
This is in the future?
Yeah.
And we've got weird name like Altreides and Bene
Gesserit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then you're going to tell me this man's name is Duncan Idaho.
Dude,
That's the stupidest
in the future,
name.
Idaho becomes the last name.
That's the stupidest name I've ever heard. Either have them all be weird names or all be normal names.
Well, the main character's name is Paul.
I don't like that one either.
Okay,
but Duncan Idaho's a bad name.
Okay.
But also I hate that fat gross man. He's so yucky to look at.
They did such a good job with him.
He's so nasty.
Yeah.
And I've seen pictures of Austin Butler in Dune too.
Dude. Austin
He's
Butler
creepy.
Killed it.
Did he talk like Elvis?
No.
Oh,
he sounds exactly like the fat guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Is he the best actor of our generation?
No. That's
Name me a better one. Reese Witherspoon.
Wait. Reese Witherspoon is a different generation.
I was just saying alive when we're alive.
Okay. Well, best actor alive?
No, I'll say our generation.
Best young actor? Listen, I like Miles Teller better than Austin Butler.
I mean, I do too, but I don't know.
If he's a better actor.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do you not think Timothée Chalamet is a better actor?
I'm going to be honest.
You're not on the Chalamet train?
Oh, I don't mind Timmy.
Oh, okay.
Timmy.
Sure.
I thought he was enjoyable in Wonka, and he's good in Little Women.
Oh, okay.
You didn't like Wonka?
I did not like Wonka.
Okay, but it was. I know because it's not the Wonka you know.
No, it's like it's objectively not Wonka. And then secondary,
It's every villain's origin story. Not every villain is born evil.
No.
They gotta phase into it.
Wonka's not a villain.
He kills children.
Yeah, but like greedy
He's a
children.
maniac.
No, I mean he's deranged, but he's a deranged hero.
Hero?
He gets all these kids to come on a factory tour so that he can
And
weed.
kills 4 of the 5.
No, they don't die. They objectively don't die. In the book, when he goes up in the elevator, right, that goes into the sky, he sees all of them come out, and like the one is stretched and the one is fat, but they're all alive.
Okay, in the movie, it drowns in the river of chocolate or whatever.
No, he doesn't drown. You see him go up the tube. You haven't seen it in long enough.
I haven't.
I just rewatched it because of Wonka.
You were prepping yourself,
Dude,
or after?
I love that. The Gene Wilder Wonka is a masterpiece.
It is good. I've never seen the Johnny Depp one.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But speaking of good actors,
Sure.
there's few people that I'm like, they are a good actor.
I agree.
Because I think a lot of roles are you just acting like a normal human.
I agree.
So I'm like, I don't.
I think,
and that's, I think, why I'm asking about Austin Butler. I haven't seen him in most of his stuff, and I think he's a freaking weird dude in real life. But like a lot of his roles, he has to be.
He's a character actor, so he's actually acting.
Yes.
He's like Johnny Depp. Like a lot of people don't like Johnny Depp. I love Johnny Depp.
Because he plays characters.
He like every single role he's in is a different person. Whereas like
Tom
my mom
Cruise?
loves Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington just plays Denzel Washington, right? He's really good at playing Denzel Washington, but he has one role.
Well, that's how I feel about Tom Cruise.
Right.
I'm like, you are an action star, but an action star is just.
But Tom Cruise can do no wrong.
He can do a lot of wrong.
Tom Cruise is the last remaining movie star.
What are you saying?
Who else can draw that many people to the movies?
Literally so many people.
No, please.
Are you kidding?
Who?
Timmy, obviously.
Do you think Tim can draw as many people as... Like, do you think people are coming to see any of Timothy's movies because it's Timothy? Because, like, people go to the movies for...
But what I'm saying is Tom Cruise, he plays the same character.
Sure, yeah,
and it is a middle-aged dude who can flip.
Dude, please do not reduce him.
I'm not saying he's not talented at stunts.
Sure.
I'm not saying... But acting...
No, I mean, he's a good actor.
Like him in Top Gun.
But he plays one role.
Yes,
Yeah.
he played a man.
He's good at being the unassuming guy who saves the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's what he's good at.
Yeah.
So he plays in every role.
Yeah.
No, actually, though, back in the day, he used to have more nuance.
Yes, but now
he plays one role.
He plays the one role.
Well, and it's literally one role. He has only played Ethan Hunt for like 20 years.
Yeah, and then you throw in Top Gun.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, which is just a different... he's saving the world in a different thing.
Yeah. Though Top Gun was dope.
It was a good movie.
Yeah.
Not Top Gun 2. Top Gun 1.
No, listen, no shade on Tom Cruise, but yes, agreed. He's not like a character
Are you worried
actor.
he's going to listen to this and be like, how dare
listen,
they?
I just will never say anything bad about Tom Cruise.
Guys, I'm starting a new podcast where all I do is talk crap about Tom Cruise. No. He freaks me out. He is a weird man.
Isn't he short?
He's like 5'6",
right.
5'7".
Yeah. Anyway,
clearly we need to have a podcast about acting and actors.
Dude, I think that'd be a good topic.
Yeah.
I have opinions. I mean, I watch a lot. You now watch lots of movies.
I do watch a lot of movies. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have an official Rants Rex random question.
Sure.
But I just need to recommend a movie to everyone.
Do it. Oh, I know what it's going to be, and I'm so excited about it.
Marcel the Shell. So I saw...
With shoes on.
With shoes on. So I watched the clips when they first came out on YouTube decades ago.
Yeah.
Saw the movie in theaters, loved it. Recently we watched it. It is one of the best movies ever. You will love it.
I'm so excited. Because I didn't know what it was about, which I think is a testament to how good the previews were. They didn't give too much away.
Yeah.
Your review made me really want to watch it.
Please watch it.
If you're not following Emily on Letterboxd,
guys, come on.
What are you doing with your life?
It's on Netflix now.
Yeah.
So easily accessible for everyone. You laugh out loud. You cry. It is so good.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited.
I hope by this time
it's only like an hour and a half.
It's 90 minutes straight.
Yeah.
So this time next week, we will be in the middle of our taco party. Can't wait.
Last day to RSVP
is Wednesday. Wednesday, March 6th.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll be removing the link from all of our things, and you cannot register.
And again, listen, this is no shade. It's just that, like, this isn't like a normal party. This is a pod sponsored party.
Yeah.
So if you didn't RSVP, don't come.
Don't come.
And if you know someone and they are talking about coming, just say, "Hey, did you RSVP?" Because they said if you didn't, you can't come.
Yeah. I will post on the Instagram tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or today when you're listening to this.
Like a picture of a big bouncer.
Yeah, that the RSVP is closed.
Yeah.
So
that's it. We're really excited to see you all next week.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.